coming on to Wallace Lake now. Still no snow. I bet if I had come up here yesterday, there would have been though. Let's see, take this little loop over here. It's a pretty little lake. It was a lot prettier though before it all burned up. It burned right down to the shore on most of this. Little campground here. They got a cement outhouse. Somebody's been up cutting a whole bunch of firewood. We're not going to have to worry about campfire wood in this campground for a while. So that back there actually was where me and Bodine come up, and we got off to the edge of the road a little bit. It was under the snow so bad you couldn't see it. Got stuck last winter. Ended up having to use the winch to get out. I like this little lake. They have what's called tiger trout in it, which is a cross between, I think, like a brook trout and a rainbow. And it's only a 2-fish limit. It's a long ways to come for just 2 fish. But it is kind of a nice, relaxing little place to come. Last summer I came up here and tried to get away from people though, and that didn't really work out. Some kid on a paddleboard, I don't know, he was trying to be friendly, I guess, but I didn't want to be bothered, and the guy kept coming up to me, and you catching anything yet? Well, no, I might be if he'd go away, but I don't know. I wasn't rude to him. I tried to be friendly, but kind of ruined my trip, really. It is a nice little lake. Enough glare, you might not be able to see it. One winter we come up here and it was frozen over. Walked out there a ways and chopped a hole in the ice, or tried to, far down as I could chop, and then Bodine had a little battery operated chainsaw and we dug down through that. The ice was still well over 2 feet thick. So we took a spin with this 4-wheeler out here on the ice, which probably wasn't really very smart to do, but kind of fun. Never probably do that again. I'm seeing some fish jump. There's one surfaced right there. Like I say, dang glare, you probably can't see nothing. Very soon I want to come up here with the canoe and go fishing again. I don't get to do that often enough, and I've told myself this year I'm going to do it. This stuff's kind of cool. This is what they call bear grass. Looks like that most of the year, and it gets these little plumes on them. Look familiar? A friend of mine said that God made those for lonely mountain men. Oh boy. Anyway, the snow ain't up here. That's kind of what I come for, but nice little drive anyway. like I say, it's a very pretty lake. Get over here where I'm out of the direct sun. Maybe you can see it a little better. Little dab of snow over on the far edge. The only thing that kind of ruins this spot is that right where I'm standing is a campground. It gets pretty heavy use. I mean, sometimes you come up here, there's nobody here at all, but most of the time you come up here and there's at least somebody, you know, and I go to these kind of places to try to get away from somebody. And like I said, that kid on the paddleboard, he was harmless. But the whole point of coming up here that day was just to be alone. And hard to be alone with other people around harassing you. Maybe I'm just grumpy. With the fairgrounds, you know, you're dealing with so many people all the time. And there's always problems. Sometimes you just want to be by yourself, away from all that. Now, let's see. It's right down here that we got stuck. Yeah, look at that firewood. Somebody has been busy cutting up here for the campground. I think we were right about in here, if I remember right. Anyway, with the snow on the road, you really couldn't see, and he got off, I believe, right into the ditch here. I don't know. It looks different without the snow. But ended up winching out, but it was kind of a lot of work to do. The Wallace Lake sign, it survived the fire. I don't see it now. Maybe somebody took it home with them. I don't know. Dogs are having fun. Hopefully my camera will zoom in this well. Good enough for this, but right down in here is the Leesburg Bear Track mine. It was a gold mine. It's closed now. They're still doing a little bit of reclamation work, they call it. I'm surprised with the price of gold they have not opened that up again. But then up above here, let's see, where's it at? It's way over there, is the Blackbird mine. I don't know what those plumes are. Looks like they're spraying water in the air or some such thing. I can't tell even with my binoculars what that is, but it's not just reflection. Sorry it's not steadier. It's hard to hold the camera at this distance. Not really wanting to focus either, but those bright spots are, looks like water plumes. I don't know what that's all about. I think that one, I'm not positive on that one. I think that might be a cobalt mine, but I'm not sure. Long ways over there anyway. Going past Wallace Lake, I see some snow up ahead. Not a lot, but it's a little bit. A little bit more snow here. Still not as much as I had thought there'd be. Promised the dogs that I would let them out and play in the snow. Didn't I, Lily? You want to play in the snow. If we can't find a better spot, I'll have to let them out here on the way back. But hard to believe that today is July 2nd. Halfway through the year at this point, as far as the calendar goes. Dottie found the snow. Yeah. Come on, Lily, let's find some snow. Where's the snow? Come on. These rocks are cool. Come on, Cora. Where's the snow, Lily? Go play in the snow. Yeah, there isn't enough there to really do much, but they like it anyway. Don't you? Cora, where'd you go? Come on, you stay here. Well, this is kind of a drift here, but it's the deepest spot I've found so far. Ready, Lily? Ready? Ready? Big old boulders. This is such cool country, you know. I mean, you got desert and sagebrush, cactus. You got mountains. You got big boulders. You got mud flats. You got river bottom. You got pretty much everything that a guy could want, and then some. Moose and wolves to cactus and rattlesnakes. And crazy dogs. Well, anyway, folks. Some deer are still over there. I don't know, my camera lately hasn't been working too good on the zoom. See if it gets blurry here, but those deer are still right there on that ridge. Can't tell where they are though. They were there. I don't see them now through the little viewfinder. Anyway, yeah, there it goes. Why is it getting blurry? This little lake here is UP Lake. I don't know what UP stands for, if anything. It might just be Up Lake. Some folks say Union Pacific Lake, but I don't believe that's it. It's got lily pads, which is one of the only places around here I know of that does have. We don't have bullfrogs here or anything like that. No catfish. I guess there is a pond, a new pond. They stocked with bass, but we don't have any in anything like this. These are all trout lakes. We don't have like bluegill, anything like that. Although that new pond, I guess they did stock with some. But there are some big fish in that lake. It's not very big. I bet it's, I don't know, 4 or 5 acres is all. If even that. Probably 5 acres, I imagine. But there are some big old fat fish in there. It's right above town. That's the town of Salmon down below. Pretty country. The road getting to that lake is pretty rocky. Not real, well, it's not car friendly at all. You need a 4-wheel drive or one of them 4-wheelers or something to get up there. Jeep. But it's worth the drive. It's a good little fishing spot and a pretty little lake. Like I say, a little bit of snow up here, but not what I expected. Most of the time, if I turn it off and then turn it on again, it's not blurry anymore. But I don't know why it's doing that. It shouldn't be. Anyway, folks, see you tomorrow. If there's something neat again, I'll turn this back on. But the fox was fun to see. So were the deer and dang dogs. They kind of lost interest in the snow already. Not sure where them other two went. Hopefully over by the truck. Anyway, see you tomorrow. Bye. Oh, happy 4th of July.